Hey, what's up? This is Brian Pfeiffer with BachelorVegas.com. I'm standing here, guys, in front of Zouk Nightclub. Okay, behind me is Zouk, and right behind that is IU Day Club. That's the new Resorts World behind me there. And Zouk and IU are a popular nightclub, and this video is going to be all about nightclubs in Las Vegas. We know you guys have a lot of options when you come here to Las Vegas. I think we work with over 40 different nightlife venues, but there's going to be a top 10 I would recommend. You want to make sure that you pick the nightclub that's going to be right for you and your group, price-wise, DJ-wise, music genre-wise, crowd-wise. I'm going to try to go over kind of intros to all the different nightclubs, and then of course I'm going to have a video below that's going to be about that nightclub specifically. So if you're kind of interested in maybe one or two, go down to the link, click on that link, and find the video for the club you're looking possibly interested in, and you can see the bottle prices, the sections, and all that stuff. So I've tried to detail the best I could to educate everybody on all the nightclubs and pool parties in Las Vegas, even the strip clubs and male strip clubs, etc. And this video specifically is going to be about the nightclubs in Las Vegas for 2023, all right? And the reason I'm standing here in front of Zouk Nightclub, you see the big LED in the background there, Zouk Nightclub, is because I put that as #1 on my list, okay? The reason why I picked Zouk as the #1 club for 2023 is because they have arguably the best roster of DJs in the city, okay? They've done a good job, whether they've worked with the hotel or whatnot, to help finance these massive DJ contracts. They've landed some of the biggest hitters, okay? You got Tiësto over there, you got Zedd, you got Deadmau5, now they picked up Kascade, yeah, you got DJ Snake, you got Jack Harlow, they got Cash, you got G-Eazy, they booked Travis Scott, they had Calvin Harris for a minute, but I think he's back over there at the Wynn. But you know, the club's well done, okay? They got a huge warehouse style club, one level basically, really cool lighting system with, they call it the mothership that floats around. It's really cool. Awesome sound system. And this year they're actually expanding the club to open up the back wall so they can have more seating outside by the pool, okay? So they're gonna have more seating. It's gonna open up to the pool area. So that's why I think Zouk's going to be the biggest club in 2023, because #1, it's that new hotel, it's newer, they got the best artist lineup arguably in the city, and they're going to have a new kind of outdoor type of area that's going to be part of the club in the action this year. So I picked Zouk for #1 on my list. Now let's talk about #2. You're going to find Omnia Nightclub as #2 on my list for a very good reason. Obviously, Omnia is probably the coolest layout of any club I've ever seen. They got a hip-hop room in one area, then they got a terrace which is outside overlooking, catch some fresh air, and then they got a main room which is fantastic. This enormous chandelier comes down, and sound system's amazing. They got pretty good talent this year. They did lose Kascade to the Zouk group over here, but they still have Illenium, Martin Garrix, Steve Aoki are some of their bigger hitters. You might see like a Nicky Romero over there, Loud Luxury, Party Favor. Those are some of their bigger DJs. Now, they did lose some of the biggest talent over there. Probably the only reason why they're not #1 is because their artist lineup is a little bit less than it used to be. It's not bad, but it just is a little bit less than it used to be. But the cool thing about Omnia is you can do hip-hop in the same club as you have EDM. You can sell to the hip-hop crowd, and then, you know, Omnia's still got the main crowd, and then, of course, the Terrace is nice for the rooftop. Okay, a lot of people like to be outside, open air in the summer, and they got all three. So that's kind of a, you know, a unique situation for any club in Las Vegas to have all that in one club. All right, so let's talk about #3 on my list, and that is going to be XS Nightclub at the Wynn. I'm standing right here. The Wynn Encore complex is right behind me, and XS Nightclub is still one of the major staples in Las Vegas. They do also have a very strong lineup over there of DJs. They got Diplo, Kygo, David Guetta, Chainsmokers. They're big hitters. They have Major Lazer, Diplo's group or whatever, they play there as well. And, you know, Marshmello is over there. So they got a really good lineup as far as DJs go. They are always busy Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And that's my #1 club as far as where I do the most bookings. It's XS Nightclub. Reason why is because they have a lot of reasonably priced tables. They have like these 4 tops inside. I saw a lot of those. You know, obviously upper, lower dance floors, large thirds. It's just a great layout. I mean, when they built that thing 12, 13 years ago, whatever it was, they did a great job, and it's, you know, it's still amazing. Okay, I always have a good time there. I was there last night for the Rufus the Soul show for the Art of the Wild weekend, and it was awesome. Great party. Highly recommend XS still. Any one of these clubs I've mentioned, the top 3 could be the #1. Okay, so they're all very good. Mostly EDM. Okay, the top 3 clubs are going to be EDM, except for that hip hop room there in Omnia. And every once in a while at Zouk, they'll bring in like a Travis Scott or something that's going to be more of a hip-hop-y night, or a G-Eazy, but it's very rare. Most of the time, those are all EDM clubs. All right, so let's talk about number 4 on my list, talking about hip-hop, and that's going to be Dres Nightclub. All right, now if you're into hip-hop, Dres is number 1. Okay, no doubt about it. That's your number 1 nightclub in Las Vegas. You're going to go to Dres. All right, that's the best hip-hop party in Vegas. They got big artists like Meek Mill, Gucci Mane, French Montana, Fabulous, Wiz Khalifa. I've seen them all. They're all good shows. Generally, the artist goes on around 2:30 in the morning, and the place fills in really nicely around midnight. It's a great hip-hop party. DJ Franzen is the resident DJ there. That guy really knows how to work the crowd. They pretty much moved now to just doing Fridays and Saturdays. They didn't have a Sunday party for a while. Back in the day, they used to have a Thursday party. They're doing Sundays like on big weekends. I noticed on May 7th, which is a Cinco de Mayo weekend, they have a Sunday. Coming up here, March Madness, they have a Sunday. But it's not every Sunday. It's going to be like maybe one Sunday a month, maybe they're going to do. And I think they're going to try to book an artist and make it a little bit bigger event on that one Sunday a month. But you can always count on our artists Friday and Saturdays. Tables are pretty reasonably priced. They have a nice table, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, all the way up to like $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 for the best tables. But Dres is definitely the best hip hop party. All right, I saw a ton of tables there. Excess and Dres are my number 1 and 2 clubs. Okay, those are where I do the most bookings. Pretty much every weekend you'll find me at Excess and Dres on Friday and Saturday at some point. Some at Zouk, some at Omnia, other places as well. But Excess and Dres are my staples. Okay, so do love Dres, and I'm looking forward to doing a lot of business with them this year into hip hop. Let's talk about Dres. All right, let's talk about number 5 on my list, and that is the reason I'm out here. Okay, that's Hakkasan Nightclub. That is at the MGM Grand, and Hakkasan is doing like a hip hop party on Fridays, so they're kind of competing with Dres a little bit on that night. And then Thursdays they do kind of an industry party, booking some mid-level talent mostly, and then Saturdays is kind of their bigger night with like the Little Johns. Once in a while they'll bring in like Illenium over there and whatnot. So it's still pretty solid, strong. Okay, Hakkasan opened up 10 years ago. That's why I'm out here. I was part of the opening team for Hakkasan Nightclub. I was a promotion manager for Hakkasan and Wet for a year before I started my own thing. And it was near to my heart. We do still get a lot of bookings for Hakkasan. It's still a pretty solid club. It's lost a little bit of its luster, if you will. Back in the day, they used to have the third floor open all the time, which was a Ling Ling Club, which was hip hop. And then you rarely see that open these days. They have a Ling Ling Lounge. That's never really open unless for private events. And so it's just the main club, and sometimes in the main club they don't even have the pavilion room open, which is an extension of the main room. So it just depends on who's the artist there and whatnot, but it's definitely not as hot as it used to be, obviously 10 years ago, but it's still pretty good. Reasonably priced, tables. A lot of nights you can get a dance floor table for like $4 or $5K. So let me know if you're interested in Hakkasan, if you like the artist, let me know. Aoki's over there, Nicky Romero, or an Illenium. Those are going to be pretty big nights and reasonably priced. Okay, so Hakkasan, number 5 on my list. Let's talk about number 6 on my list, and that is Marquee Nightclub. Okay, it is Marquee Day Club by the day and Marquee Nightclub by the night. The indoor part of Marquee Nightclub is still pretty strong. It's at the Cosmopolitan. I know last night or this weekend they had I think Pauly D over there, and I think they had John Summit over there last night. Sold out show. So I noticed I went to go book a table there for the inside, and they were pretty much sold out online. So I'm assuming it was sold out earlier in the day. So they are still bringing in some decent talent over there. They bring in John Summit, Chris Lake, Pauly D. It's not like a Marquee was back 12 years ago, but it's still pretty strong. Okay, they don't really open up the boombox, which is the hip hop room, or the library, which is kind of more like the side room upstairs. They don't really open those, except on Wednesdays they do the library and the boombox, and not the main room. But on the regular weekends, it's just the main room. If it's busy enough, they'll open up a little bit of a pool area, maybe seat some tables out there. But it's nowhere near what it used to be 12 years ago. But it's still a good party. If you happen to like the artist over there at Marquee, you can get a reasonably priced table. One thing I don't like about Marquee is the tables are kind of small, kind of have the older style tables, if you will, but the venue itself is still strong because it's in the Cosmopolitan. They still bring in some talent, and it is run by the Tao Group. They have a good promotion team, good host team, so you can always count on Marquee being good on Friday, Saturday, and then they're open on Wednesdays. They also do a Sunday party, which is going to be like hip-hop open format on Sunday nights. And then in the summer, they turn it into what's called their Drench Party. And the Sunday night party's actually pretty good outside at the pool. Reasonably priced tables, open format music. It's popular. It's a night swim. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention with Excess on Sunday nights in the summer, they do what's called Excess Night Swim for the number 3 club. And Excess Night Swim is a really big popular night swim party. They kind of go head to head with Marquee. Marquee does open format. Access does the EDM Sunday night party, night swim. Very popular in the summers here on the Sunday nights. All right. So let's talk about number 7 on my list, and that's going to be Zouk Nightclub. Okay, now Zouk is a beautiful club. All right, it was redone. It was the old Hayes space in the Aria. We're talking, I don't know, 5-6 years ago now. And when they redid it, they did a really good job. It's a great layout, awesome light show, cool like suites up top. They got these themed suites. And it's a cool club. If you put Zouk in any city in the country of the U.S., including Miami, it'd be the coolest club in the town for sure. But out here, you're competing with, Dres, Hakkasan, Omnia, XS, Zouk, and those clubs are bigger and better. Okay, so Zouk's kind of like falls into that smaller boutique style club, but it's beautiful. But they don't have the big, the space, if you will, to bring in like the big DJ talent. So they're just booking like resident DJs, open format music. They are open Mondays. Their Monday party is the best Monday party in the city. It's the only Monday party in the city. The Fridays and Saturdays, they compete heavy with the other clubs. It's a nice alternative to Dres if the pricing gets high at Dres. You still want hip-hop, still want a good place. Zouk's a nice alternative to Dres. Okay, so Zouk's cool. We do a lot of bookings over there. It's a nice party, but it's not going to be your big name DJs and whatnot. It's kind of an open format party, a little bit geared more toward hip-hop on the weekends, but it's a nice, reasonably priced, fun party. So consider Zouk if you're interested in that. Let's talk about number 8 on my list, and that's going to be Tao Nightclub. The old grandfather of nightclubs is still around in Las Vegas. It's called Tao Nightclub, and it's at the Venetian, and it is still a popular nightclub Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They do a nice job with getting the girls in with open bar from 11:30 to 12:30. If you get on the guest list, you can get free drinks over there at Tao. Reasonably priced tables, older design, smaller tables, but it's still pretty good because it's in the Venetian, which is a major hotel. It's attached to a really good Asian bistro, Tao Asian Bistro, and the Tao group has a good team of hosts and promoters, including myself, and we bring a lot of people in there, and this place does pretty good. You still get a good party in there. Open format, there's usually a lot of ladies. Open format as far as the music goes. Gears a little bit more toward the hip-hop side. Thursdays is kind of the industry night. Fridays and Saturdays is just more of an open format party, but it's still holding strong. At number 8, you can get a good party at Tao. It's reasonably priced, usually a lot of ladies. If you like that kind of party, then I think Tao will be a good choice for you guys. Let's talk about number 9 on my list, and that's Encore Beach at Night. Encore Beach at Night is right over here behind me at the Encore. You can see it right there. That's the Encore. And Encore Beach is the daytime pool party. You can actually maybe hear the music a little bit in the background. They have an Art of the Wild festival going on at the pool party today. But at night, during the summer months, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, they do what's called Encore Beach at Night. And then on the Wednesdays, it's kind of more like an every one party. They bring in a little bit of DJs. It's the only really good party on a Wednesday night in the city. So be on the lookout for Encore Beach at Night on Wednesday nights, and then on the weekends, if you want like a night swim, nighttime pool party, Fridays and Saturdays, you're going to get like your DJs like Angie V, your Dylan Francis's, a little bit of trap house style music, nighttime pool party. It's definitely a little bit different crowd than what you'd find over across the building over there at XS, but it's a cool party. Okay, if you like the outside vibe, festival type feeling, that's a good party for you guys in the summer. In the winter months, they just do Wednesday nights. They don't do obviously the night swim when it's cold here. They're not open on Fridays and Saturdays in the winter, just the Wednesdays. And this past year they had Wednesdays open with a big tent over the platform of the pool that connected the main DJ area to the casino part of that pool. They do have a casino in there, by the way, which is cool. And they actually had like a tent up, so throughout the winter months on Wednesdays it was pretty solid. So it was good. I had a table there a couple weeks ago. It was actually busy. So the last club on my top 10 is going to be On The Record. I've been doing a lot of bookings over there at On The Record. And On The Record is at Park MGM. It's kind of like a speakeasy type of vibe. They've been doing a lot of after parties for artists like Usher, Bruno Mars. They have them in the Dolby Theater right across the way. And then the guys will come over and hang out with the crowd for a little bit afterwards. And they've been pretty busy on those nights. And we got some nice bottle packages over there at On The Record, so they've been selling really well. It is going to be like hip-hop open format. They have 2 DJs going on, so if you don't really like the music in one room, you can walk over to the other room, hear the DJ over there. So it's a little bit of a mix of everything. Top 40 EDM, they throw back some 90s, 80s, that kind of stuff. It is going to be a nice little bit of an older crowd vibe, and they're a little bit more mature, but it's real nice. It's a well-done club. It's only, maybe 3-4 years old now, and we do a lot of bookings over there. So if you're interested in On The Record, I'll have a video on that below, and we can get you set up over there. Now let's talk about some honorable mentions. There is going to be a new club opening up called Live at the Fontainebleau down here. I don't know if it's going to be open this year. I drove by that place the other day. Looks like it needs a lot of work still, so I would highly doubt that's going to open up in 2023. But be on the lookout for Live. They'll probably do something similar to what they do in Miami, where they have like maybe a hip hop night one night and EDM artists on the other nights. We'll have to see what kind of talent they get. They're going to have to pay a lot of money to steal some of these DJs away from some of these other groups. So we'll have to see how they end up doing it over there. But that could be a player down the road. We'll see. I don't think it's going to be 2023, maybe 2024. And then let's talk about all the rooftops that I work with, okay? Arguably, these are nightclubs, but they're more like lounge rooftops, I call them. Okay, you got Chateau, which is one of our best rooftops right there in the Terrace. That's a popular place, low minimums, outside vibe, mostly hip-hop. It's a nice party. I book a lot of tables there because it's reasonably priced. I have bachelorette packages for all girls, and that's probably one of my more popular venues for booking for people that are on a tight budget but still want a nice party overlooking the Bellagio fountains. Okay, so Chateau is definitely an option. There's also the Foundation Room over there at the Mandalay Bay. I have a nice bottle package over there. It's obviously a rooftop, top of the Mandalay Bay, overlooks the strip. More mature, upscale type of crowd over there you're going to find. And the crowd, if you want a little bit older crowd and a little bit more mature vibe, that's going to be what you're going to find at the Foundation Room. So consider that one. And then there's Ghost Bar, just reopened up at the Palms. Okay, I got some great bottle packages over there. I sent a group there last night. They had a blast. They're going to be doing a little bit open format, a little bit hip hop up there. Beautiful view from the top of the Palms, right in the center of the strip. Look both ways. Was the old Apex Social Lounge. Now it's back to Ghost Bar. We got some great packages over there. That's going to be a big hit for us this year. We're excited about that. And then we've got a new one over here at the Resorts World right behind me called Ollie 66. That's on the 66th floor. Got some great bottle packages for that as well. It's a nice rooftop overlooking the strip from the north end, and you can actually see both ways from inside the venue. Upscale, more mature type crowd. I think you guys, if you're looking for that, you'll like that. Okay, so those are the rooftops we work with, lounges, if you will. Now, there's other places we do work with around the city, but if you're interested in even seeing more of the nightclubs that we have, just go to the site below and click on the nightclub section, and you'll see all the different nightclubs we work with. We do work with places like Senior Frogs, which has a great open bar. It's not really like a nightclub; it's a restaurant that turns into like a Latin party. But we sell a great open bar over there, so definitely consider that if you like Latin music, because it's like $50 and you can drink for 5 hours for $50 in Vegas. It's almost unheard of. So I have those links to those tickets below. If you use my link, you get $5 off, and I sell a ton of those tickets. So that's an example of like a place that I don't necessarily highlight in my nightclub video, but it's a very popular place out here. Okay, there is also some off the strip type places like Terrace After Hours, which people go to. There's Dres After Hours in the Cromwell, which is an after hours venue after the nightclub. It's hip hop, and then the Terrace After Hours is going to be more like tech house. There's another place called Club Ego over there by Al Sahara, and that's going to be more of a tech house after party. There's just a lot of different choices. There's also like a Latin party they're doing at a Zillow Ultra Lounge at the Sahara. Okay, so I got a whole video. Like I said, you just go to the site below. I got videos on the best Latin parties, the best after hours, the best hip hop parties, best EDM parties. Okay, so I got videos on all these guys. So this video is more to introduce you to the nightclubs in Las Vegas. If you're interested in hip hop, we'll go to the hip hop video. If you're interested in Latin, go to the Latin video. If you like after hours, go to the Latin after hours video. Okay, so we do have packages for all these nightclubs and pool parties, and a lot of restaurants and stuff we work with. We have several limo companies we contract with, and we set up packages, include limos, dinners, shows, everything. So all these amazing packages, guys and girls, bachelorette parties. We have awesome packages down below. Save you a lot of money, save you a lot of headaches. We set up everything. You guys just go out and have fun. All right, so click on the link below to see more about that. I'm going to put my cell above. 773-459-8133. That's my cell phone. Make sure you hit me up if you have any questions. I'm here to help. I do, several 20, 30 quotes a day for people. And obviously on the weekends, I got, 75 to 100 tables between me and my partner, John. So we can definitely hook you guys up. We know all the ins and outs, everything out here in Las Vegas. If you like this video, you like my content, I do appreciate you tuning in and staying till the end in this kind of a long-winded video, if you will. Make sure you like the video, and then do me a favor and subscribe to this channel, and bang that notifications bell if you'd like to be notified about my next video. And I'm Brian Pfeiffer, signing out here from Las Vegas on a beautiful 70-degree and sunny spring day in front of Zouk Nightclub. I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.